Hey guys, what's up? So today Paramore's new album comes out. It's their fourth album, and it's called Paramore, self-titled. And here is the album cover. Is just basically the three of them, which is kind of odd for a album cover, at least by a band. But I guess they chose it just because it's self-titled. But that's one of the few gripes I have with the album. Little backstory before this album came out. The Farrell brothers left the band, and we all thought they were going to break up because apparently we all thought they were the main songwriters in the band. And come to find out, album number 4. A lot of people were worried because they left. How are they going to sound? How's the new album going to sound? Is it going to sound like the other albums? Is it going to sound completely new? I guess we'll find out. Also, I thought because the band left, and then they started making some cheap shots at Haley, and I'm thinking this album is going to be like this pissed off, angry album, kind of in the vein of Riot, but heavier. That's what I was thinking. I was wrong. Extremely wrong. Not even close. But let's get to the album. There's 17 tracks, which is crazy. I know you're probably, the first reaction's like, 17 songs? Wow. But 3 of them are interludes, which I'll get to later. The first song is called Fast in My Car. Now, I don't hate it. For the opening song for a Paramore album, completely underwhelmed. It's not like Careful or for Pessimistic or even All We Know. It's very electronic heavy. To me, it sounded like Shiny Toy Guns, La Disco. It completely when it comes to the verses, the music, not so much the chorus, but still it had that vibe. I don't hate it, but maybe if it was further down in the track listing, I would have been happier with it. But the fact that they opened up with this song, very underwhelming. But like I said, I don't hate it. It's a toe tapper. It's catchy, but not what I was expecting. Especially it's called Fast in My Car, so I'm thinking it's gonna be a fast roller coaster heavy song. Nope, but it's okay. Next track is Now, the first song they released as a single, which scratching my head going, really? Why would you release this as the first single? But it's not bad. When I first heard it, I was like, what? I don't know if I'm really feeling this. But after like 4 or 5 listens, I loved this song. It has this kind of her vocals kind of sound like Gwen Stefani for a second in the intro. In the verses, what am I talking in the intro? In the verses, it kind of sounds like Gwen Stefani, but it's a faster number. It's pretty long, 4 minutes. A lot of the songs are pretty long, but it's a grower, and the choruses you'll be singing it by the time the song's over. Pretty cool. Third song, Grow Up, another song I thought was going to be a heavier song just by the title, but it kind of sounds like Fast in My Car. Kind of has this electronic-y, dancey kind of vibe. It's mid-tempo-ish, not as fast as I thought it was going to be, but it's cool. The chorus is not bad. I do like the bridge of the song a lot, but not my favorite song. Next song, Daydreaming, we slow it down a little bit. It's a bit simplistic when it comes to the verses, and even in the chorus a little bit. It's basically daydreaming all the time, but it picks up at the end. It kind of starts off slow, and then it slowly builds up, then it gets, it has this big ending. But it's cool. Not my favorite slow song, not my favorite song on the album at all. I like it, don't love it. Next is Interlude, moving on, and there's 3 of these. It's basically a ukulele and Haley singing. A lot of people don't like these songs just because they feel like it's kind of a waste of space. I personally like them. I find them witty, even catchy, but is it needed? No, but and you know what, to be honest, I'm glad that it's like a minute long, because if it were a song, it might have gotten, but for like what it is, I dig it. Next song, one of my favorites, called Ain't It Fun, and before the CD came out, I kept hearing how it was kind of like an R&B flavored kind of song, and I'm thinking, really? But it totally is, in kind of like a early 90s kind of R&B pop kind of vibe to it, where there's a choir and everything. I loved it. I love the music in it. It really does have that vibe. The chorus is so catchy. And then around the middle near end, a choir comes in. At first, it's a little cheesy, to be honest. At first, I was like, I'm not really feeling it. And even in certain parts, when the choir comes in, when the choir first comes in, I don't like it at all. But at the end, when the choir's there and she's singing and the music is all playing at the same time, it works. And then she starts doing these runs, and I was super impressed. I've never heard her sound better than in this song, and it's amazing. And it's kind of different sounding for them, but at the same time still sounding like them, and I absolutely love it. One of my favorites for sure. Next up, part 2. It's supposed to be a sequel to Let the Flames Begin. Let the Flames Begin is heavier. This one, I guess they kind of fit because it kind of has this dramatic vibe to it, but it's so good. The chorus is so good, and it's also one of my favorites. It's sort of in the vein of Let the Flames Begin, but not as heavy. But if you like that song, you'll probably like this one. Very, very good. Next song, Last Hope. One of the slower songs, kind of like Daydreaming. It starts off slow and then it builds up at the end, and then even the chorus gets heavier at the end. Really, really enjoy this song a lot. It just, in my opinion, this song gets kind of lost for me because it's in my favorite part of the album, where there's like a good 6 songs in a row that are just amazing, and this one kind of gets lost in that shuffle. But by no means should you skip it. It's absolutely amazing. Next song is called Still Into You, the second single. When I heard it, I'm like, why wasn't this the first single? This song is by far my favorite song on the album. This could even be one of my favorite songs, period, by the band. It is such a toe-tapping, poppy number, love song, but it's not cheesy. It's just super catchy. Probably the best chorus the band has ever written. It is just, I dare you to listen to this song and not sing along. It's just so good. Every part of the song is amazing, from the chorus to the bridge to the run that she does. I think after the second chorus, amazing song. It's just, to be honest, this is the one song on the album I think that could fit on Riot, which was my favorite Paramore album. It is just absolutely amazing. Probably the best song they've ever written. If you were to buy one song from this album, buy that one. It's amazing. Next song is Ankle Biters, the fastest song on the album. It's the only one on the album that has kind of a pop punk vibe to it. It actually sounded like a song that could have been on Starting Line's second album, which I can't remember, the one with the camera on it. I can't remember the album, but it has that kind of pop punk sound. It's super catchy, super fun. Great song, super short. Dig it. You'll love it. Next song is the Holiday, which is another interlude, just like the first one. Fun. I like it. Next song is Proof, which kind of has the vibe of Ankle Biters, but not as fast. I love this song as well. It's catchy. It's short. It's a good song. It's not as good as Ankle Biters, but I like it. Next song is Hate to See Your Heart Break. I don't love it. It's a slow song, but it doesn't really go anywhere. It just kind of has the same vibe throughout the song. It's okay. I mean, I know a lot of people love this song. Maybe it's because it's the slowest song on the album, but it's okay. 14 is One of Those Girls, or One of Those Crazy Girls. It's okay. It kind of has this 50s vibe, and then it kind of turns into like a regular kind of Paramore sounding song. It's okay. Maybe because it takes a little while for me to get into the song, or for the song to pick up. I always tend to skip it. It's not one of my favorites. By no means is it bad, but it's alright. It's one of those ones that you have to listen to a lot of times, and I guess eventually you'll get into it. But for me, I've listened to this album like 10 times, and for some reason I always tend to skip this song. It's okay. Next one is I'm Not Angry Anymore, which is another interlude. I like it. It's probably my favorite one out of all three. Next song is Be Alone. It's in the vein of Proof and Ankle Biters, how it kind of has this heavier rock sound, but for some reason I can't get into it. The chorus is too simplistic. I don't know. I think I need to listen to that one more, but it's one of my least favorites. And then finally we have Future, which is a 7-minute long song. I like the beginning. I like how it kind of has this vibe. How it kind of has this. It almost sounds like the calm before the storm kind of vibe. Is just like it stays at this one level, but you just don't know where it's gonna go because it feels like a ticking time bomb where it's about to explode. But if that makes any sense, but I like it. And then all the instruments come in, and it's just there's no lyrics. It's just instruments come in, and then it fades away, and then it comes back in. It didn't need to be 7 minutes. I know I can see they were trying to go for this kind of outro type of thing, but I didn't care for it. I liked her singing to the little instrumentation in the beginning that there is, and then it should have ended. Or if the instrument's gonna come back in, she should have belted out some runs or something, but it didn't happen. So, And then I heard the 2 bonus songs, which are Escape Route and Native Tongue. I don't know why Paramore does this. They tend to put out these awesome B-sides and don't put them on the album. It drives me crazy. Escape Route is amazing. It's in the vein of Riot. It's very pop-punky. It's got a very kind of pop-punk dancey vibe to it. It's so catchy, so melodic. I love what's going on in the song. If you can find it, get it. It's amazing. Native Tongue, it's also in the vein of Riot. I don't like it as much as Escape Route, but it's very toe-tapping, very dancey vibe. Love it. And there you have it. It's Paramore's self-titled. It's not my favorite album by theirs by any means. I do still like Riot the best. Riot will always be my favorite Paramore album. Then I would probably go with this one just for Brand New Eyes. The first half of the album was amazing. The second half, This one, I feel like it's better overall, and I do feel like the individual songs that I love on here are better than the ones that I like on Brand New Eyes. So I would definitely recommend it. If I had to, out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it a 4.5. Just because there are some songs I don't really care for. My favorite songs on the album are Still Into You by far, Ain't It Fun, Part 2, and then Ankle Biters. I love those. My least favorite songs are Hate to See Your Heart Break, Be Alone, and probably One of Those Crazy Girls. Definitely pick it up. It's different from them. It's not what I was expecting, and it's probably not what most Paramore fans are expecting after Brand New Eyes, but nonetheless, it's still Paramore. Haley is still hitting those high notes, and for the most part, there's a lot of variety. So you're bound to find something you're gonna love in this album. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Pick this album up. It comes out today. Either buy the physical copy or get the iTunes. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you